We finally got to the point where we're going to actually create a table. This is the last thing we'll do here in our little set of videos, because now that we've learned how to use the database, we can come to the most important part and the most complicated part. Well, after you do 10 or 20 of them, you'll be fine. First, we're going to create the table, then design the table, then fill it in. We did the table planning already. If you watched the previous video, we'll be sure to choose that primary key. And then we're going to create the whole table. I'm recommending in design view, the whole thing. There is a different way to do it, and your book may show you a different way, which is okay. But I recommend that you always use the design view to design the table. We'll name the fields and set their characteristics, and then we'll switch back to the datasheet view and enter the records into the table. So here I am in my Access database I've been playing with, and I'm going to go up and create a table in design view. Always the first thing I want to do is add, I'm going to make this students. It doesn't match with our topic, but that's okay. Student ID. And it will be a short text. Type is fine, or you could do something else. And I don't know, let's make the size way down here at the bottom like, I don't know, 8, let's say. And the other thing we have to do is up here on this field, when I click on it, I need to set it as the primary key. There is a way for the computer to automatically choose the primary key for you. Just be sure and look, because maybe you don't want the computer's primary key. Thank you very much. And then maybe I'll have a first name, which would be short text. And I'm just pressing that. I could put more the field size down here. I don't know what, like 20 for field size. And then I can do the last name, and that would be short text. And we better make it a longer, we have all those hyphenated names now, so let's make it field size of 30. And so on and so forth. We could add lots more. We won't bother. Once we're done with the design of the table, we want to switch back to the datasheet view. And it will say, you need to save your table first. Yes. And we'll call it students. Remember that all tables will be nouns. And now I have my Excel spreadsheet looking datasheet view of my table. And I'll enter my student ID. 6, 7, 8. Must be, that's right. Okay. And then my first name is John Jones. I'm just pressing the tab key to get from one to the next to the next. The little star there means new record. And then we can just type in more information and complete our table. And when we're done, we can come over to the right-hand side and close the table. And believe it or not, it saves automatically. Although you can go up to File, Save. But look at it, it even says Save As. Because it changes, it saves by itself. That's why we started with using the database first, because the creating the table part's a little bit more complicated. But hopefully this was an idea to get you started.